Hello again to anyone who came from our Lazy Gang stream on Anna's channel. Hi, and to anyone who's just starting to write and is going to use these prints as motivation. Hello as well. I already see some comments in there, so let me quickly go through them. Hi, Madison, finishing waffles. Oh my god, yum. And then we write, yes. We're going to do 45-minute sprints because that way I can do a lot of things and not just writing because I'm going to make my dinner, things like that. So hopefully 45 minutes, chunky sprints. I feel like that's chunky, will work for you guys as well. The writing sprint pub crawl continues, and Anna, hi, with the wrench. You sure you want me to keep this wrench? Please behave. Do not ban anyone without reason. Madison said, I didn't know about this sprint crawl, probably because the nickel took me out in the midst of your stream last night. Oh my god. Fair enough. We've done another one before as well. Like, I feel like I was there. I wasn't there last night because it's 4 a.m. for me when Katie starts her sprints, and that's too early, too late, it's too middle of the night for me. Hello again, Wendy. And do not do that evil face. Don't do it. And hello again, Laura. And Kitty says, as I got knocked out by my NyQuil on Friday. Is it NyQuil or NyQuil? Or like, how do you guys pronounce it? Because I don't have that, so I don't know what the name is actually. I feel like I've seen it written several times and I've never heard anyone say it out loud. On Friday and took me out on Saturday. I guess I can forgive you. Okay, fair. Very nice. So we're going to jump quite quickly into our first sprint, if that's all right with anyone. I don't have any more topics of conversation to discuss, and the yapping will be a little bit more minimal than me and Anna, even though that was really fun and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. But I'm also at a point where I want to get shit done. So we're going to do longer sprints, less yapping. And I think the way we're going to do that is how Steek's been doing it, which is to keep up the focus pose up so that when you actually do the pose, it says 10 minutes or something, and just after the end of the 10 minutes, go back into a sprint. So we can do something like that. So let me share my screen. As usual, focus. There we go. That looks like it's working. And Steek is still there in the comments. Bonjour. Are you not on your way out? What you up to? You're at the movies. Okay. Please let us know how amazingly thirst trapping is Craven and if it's worth watching. But also, is it not just going to come out online? Do I have to go to the cinema? Because I don't want to go see that in the cinema. I just want to see it online. Katie says, I always say it with a long I, like the beginning of the word night. Oh, NyQuil. Okay. NyQuil. Okay. Interesting. I have no idea, but I believe you and I trust you. Wow, dedication. Yeah, what are you doing? Writing from the movies. Yes, the fireplace is very ambient. I do have a feeling that most Flocus backgrounds are AI generated, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna choose to ignore this just for the sake of the fact that I love the app. Medicines have too many tasky waskies I'm in the midst of, so this first sprint is finishing all of those so we can focus. Good idea. It's me, my brother, and 2 others present. Tell your brother, if that's the one, unless you have more brothers, tell your brother we love his songs. They're great. They're fantastic. Hope you got artisanal popcorn. Yes. Just wanted to leave you the like. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Got the bacon crisps and a water. Oh, interesting. See, I prefer popcorn for the cinema. It just feels like it's part of the experience, you know? Kitty says, I have no idea there. That's just how I say it, but I could be wrong. Okay, well, then we shall both be wrong, because it's called medicine for nighttime. Oh, so actually it's probably on purpose. That makes sense. All right. If I don't see any more comments, so we're gonna just jump into this first 45-minute sprint, and I'm gonna try to stay on screen as long as possible, but I do have rice cooking, so whenever that's ready, well, I guess I could take you with me. I'm alone tonight with just my dog, so I can do whatever I want, and no one's gonna be suddenly in the background. So yeah, maybe I'll take you with me for cooking. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello again. How did you guys do? How did that go for you? I will remove the sharing, but I'll keep the timer on so that we can stop or break after the 10 minutes. Oh my God, I'm almost finished with this chapter. I have like 2 more pages left in Scrivener. And I've done so much. I'm counting like there's like 1,000 new words or so. So I feel like that 45 minutes was hyper productive. Like it was so good. And I feel really good about it. And I'm just really excited also to finish this chapter because it's sort of the midpoint chapter. So it's intense. So yeah. Let me see how you guys did. Where was I? I think it was around the last comments from Stieg. Yes. Stieg said I showed him the stream and he says thanks. He even asked, Malin is in Malin tries? Oh my God, I'm famous. That's so funny. Well, I'm glad he knows that we love his songs. They're a work of art. Marta said, hiya, got a bit distracted talking to family, but I made it. I'm so ready for long sprints. Yay! And Alice is here. Welcome. Just slap the like button. Thank you so much. And hi, Lisa. Hello. How are you doing? What are you working on today? And Katie says, I watched a couple of videos and updated my TBR spreadsheet. Oh, exciting. Then I dove back into working on characters for the cowboy romances. Oh my God, I'm so excited about that. I feel like this cowboy trend is taking over the community and I am here for it. I don't think I will ever write a cowboy romance because I don't know the genre enough to feel comfortable writing in it. But I do think I would enjoy them. I think also maybe because my specific brand of writing requires some form of magic. Even my sci-fi has some form of magical powers going on, despite the fact that it's sci-fi. So I need magic in there. And if I wrote cowboy, it would be more in the same vibe as like maybe what Stieg is writing with the monster hunting vibes. So something more supernatural based than simply cowboy romance, if that makes sense. So I love also the idea of like, post-apocalyptic cowboys and stuff like that. Westerns is what I should say, really. But you know what I mean. Marta says, I'm just over halfway on this chapter. Amazing. Not sure I'm going to be able to do 10 for the weekend, but aiming for at least 9 at this point. That's really good, though. You're doing fantastic. Rooting for you. Wendy says, I finished working on the ornaments and open Scrivener, but haven't actually looked at it yet. Okay, well, it is a start and you have opened your document. And as we know, for certain people, Marta, you can take an entire sprint sometimes to open your document. So, the chaos is not helping sometimes. So good job opening your document. Alice says, I'm about to plan for 2025. Got some things to handle with YouTube planning. Oh, exciting. Very nice. I'm here for all the planning videos and everything and people just getting organized for 2025. I think I need to do some Notion sheet or something for my year or like for some of my goals. I don't know yet. Marta says you could totally write a magical supernatural cowboy book. Yeah, but I feel like I would need to read a few first before I decide to do something like that. And I already have so many ideas that are all over the place that I don't need to add yet another one. Even though I love this trend, I would love to jump on the bandwagon, but I feel like I've got enough going on with everything else. I love the idea of Western fantasy. Yeah, I feel like there's something so appealing about it. And again, I'm definitely wildly influenced by the Fallout TV show, which I've just enjoyed so much that I feel like something in that vibe is just it's just great. I want to read books like that. I want to read books that feel like the TV show. And I know that there's a lot of gamers who might be like, the games are fantastic. And I've watched my husband play some of the games, so I have enjoyed them. But I feel like the TV show was a great way to appeal to a wider audience who don't specifically want to play the game. So yeah. Marta says, "Lot thanks, Malin." Sorry. I'm just saying, sometimes the chaos is just happening to you and you've done nothing to deserve it and it just happens, So it's not no one's fault. I'm gonna share my screen again while we're on our little 10 minutes break, just so. Oh wait, I haven't stopped it. It's still there. It's just add to stage. Okay, cool. We've got 5 minutes left. I'm gonna take you guys downstairs with me because I'm making dinner and it's pretty much ready, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the next sprint. It's going to be eating my dinner, so you all need to come with me. And I am balancing so many things in my hand, so I really hope I don't drop my laptop because we don't want that kind of chaos. So, yes. And I am having meatballs, tomato sauce, and rice. And yes, it is leftovers from yesterday. So I just had to make the rice and reheat the meatball and add some more sauce. So it was a quick cooking. Eating sprint, yes, but don't worry, I won't put my camera on while I do that. I love that. We're on the move. Fun. Sorry, I'm not even putting the comments up. I was just reading them. Eating sprint, yay. What you're eating. Do we get to see? Yes, it is meatballs, tomato sauce, rice. And we're on the move. Yay. So I don't know if you can see. Wow, I'm terrible at orienting this. Here are the meatballs on the stove. They are heating, and the rice cooker is done, has been done for 28 minutes. So yes, that's what we're eating. And I think I'll keep this on a 45-minute sprint for the next one as well. That will allow me to eat and also to get some more writing done. So I'm currently in the middle of my chapter 17. I'm almost done with it. And then I would very much like to do chapter 18 today as well. And it's currently 7:20 p.m. for me. So I feel like I could do it. And chapter 18 is shorter. So I've been working on chapter 17 for like 3 fucking days and I need to be done with it. But chapter 18 is shorter. So I should be able to do it, I think. Marta says, I've literally just had dinner. Why am I hungry again? Because we're talking about food. And I feel like that's just really common. Like, if I'm watching a TV show or something and people are eating something delicious and talking a lot about it, it makes me so hungry. Like, I just have all the reflexes of a well-trained dog who, when you ring the bell, I'm like salivating immediately. If you're talking to me about food or showing me food that looks good in TV shows and movies, then I want it immediately. And I just get hungry. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Do we want to change the background? Should we do something else for this next sprint? We could have the rainy lo-fi cafe. I don't want to do anything too summery. And all the ones that say plus, I can't do because I don't want to pay. So we also have, what have I not done? We have the winter cabin, which is very cute. I do love the convenience store. I don't know what it is. I just think this is adorable. I quite like this. Any votes? Should I just keep this on? Marta says, I want meatballs and tomatoes so bad. It's very easy to do as well. Like, this is a lazy girl dinner. Love the mountain in the back. There we go. We're going to keep the Fuji convenience. Is that what it's called? Fiji convenience? Fuji convenience. That's what it's called. We're going to keep that one. Agreement everywhere. That is cute. Love that one. Yes. Okay, very nice. Something very peaceful about that little store. Yeah, I'm just feeling the vibes. Also, I wish, like, every time I do the snowy ones, it makes me wish for snow, and we're not getting any snow here anytime soon. There's just too much pollution in Europe in general, you know, like in the big cities. I haven't had snow in so fucking long. And I don't think I'm going to get any in Brussels either, unfortunately. I know it's not the Rocky Mountains, it's Mount Fuji, I think, but it's giving cowboy vibes, so I'm down. Yeah, it is Mount Fuji, you're right. And it is giving slight cowboy vibes, yes, just modern cowboy, but still, I'm getting this. I get that, so yeah, that works. It's giving me so much nostalgia from when I used to live in Japan. Fuji is so pretty. Oh, that is nice. I really wish I could visit Japan one day, but also that's an expensive trip I'm not ready to make because I want to do it well. So yeah. All right, we have 30 seconds on the clock and then we're going to get started immediately. So are you ready for 45, not 44, why 44? 45 more minutes of sprinting. Hope you guys get all the productivity you need. I'm going to keep this stream going on until I'm done with my goal or until my brain is too tired and just needs to do something else. But because I'm doing chunky sprints, I'm able to do something else during the sprints as well. So I should be fine. So on that note, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello. We are done with the second 45-minute sprint. How did you guys do? How did that go for you? Was it productive? What were you doing? And what have you managed to accomplish? And if you've joined recently, what are you going to try to do during the sprints? I finally finished my current chapter that I was working on, which is chapter 17 out of 30, which means I'm finally going to get into chapter 18. I literally finished like 20 seconds before the end of this sprint, so it was perfect timing. And I did take 20 minutes or so to eat my dinner, etc. So I was only on 25 minutes that I was finishing it. So I feel quite good about that. And I think I would like to attempt one more chapter if I can. Just checking. Yes, I'm just checking my tick boxes in Notion for that chapter. So I'm now chapter 18. This is exciting. I really want to get that chapter done because it's shorter than the previous one. So it should go faster. And it's the first guest scene chapter. So I feel like that'll be a fun one to work on anyway. So yeah. Let's see the comments. We were talking about Mount Fuji, and then Katie said, I'm going to be leaving at the top of the hour, so happy sprinting, everyone. Thanks for the good chats and lovely vibes. Love you. And goodbye, Katie, from Marta and from me. Thank you for sprinting with us. Lisa said, I left and now I am back. Hi, welcome back, Lisa. What did you do? Did you manage to get some productivity to happen? I mean, not everyone is currently writing, so any type of productivity is good productivity. It doesn't have to be writing. Marcia says, finished my chapter. Yay, that's exciting. Nice job. Really well done. And some love for that as well. Lisa says, I did a lunch sprint and then dissociated, fair enough, and had a little freak out, and then I watched YouTube. I feel like YouTube is always a good sort of low-key vibe and just sort of low pressure for me if I am ever having a freak out. So I feel like that's perfect way to handle that, and hopefully you feel better. And Wendy wrote words. Amazing. Congratulations. That's really good. And then Lisa asked, how long are you going to sprint today? So we basically were sprinting for 3 hours with Anna on the Lazy Gang stream. And then I took over when she was done. And I was like, I'm still going to sprint because I have more work in me. So we've now been live for 1 hour, 48 minutes. And I think maybe I'll do one more, but maybe slightly shorter, like maybe 35 minutes instead of 45. I don't know yet. I want to get this next chapter done, but I also do want to relax because it is Sunday night, so I'm off two minds really. Yeah, I'm sort of just following the vibes and my feelings. So that's it. So I can't guarantee you how long. Marta says, so I've done 9 chapters this weekend. Amazing. I was aiming for 10, but I think I'm going to do my grocery order, shower, and get ready for bed. And if I still have some energy, I'll try and do one more. That's already plenty, and that's a really good job. So you should be proud of yourself. The next one is really short, but I don't want to exhaust myself to the point where I no longer have the energy to get ready for bed. Yes, that's fair. When he says, then it immediately got stuck. Fair enough. But you know what? You wrote words. That's a good start. Lisa says, me too, YouTube is such a good distractor for me. Yeah, I find it quite easy to get lost into a YouTube video, sometimes more easily than in a TV show, because I feel like it just fills my mind with some random topic that I'm watching. And I don't feel like I always get that when I'm watching fiction shows, where sometimes my mind can wander around. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Anna came back and said, got my cookie dough in the fridge to chill. Amazing. Oh my God, that makes me want to have dessert. So that sounds delicious. Agreed with Marta. Oh, cookies. So we have another 5 minutes on the break, but maybe I'm going to shorten it so we can get on to the next sprint quite quickly. What should I do? If I just change my focus timer to be, let's say, 35 minutes instead. Yeah. I feel like 35 minutes would be good. And then perfect. Okay. So if everyone's happy with that, we can go ahead and do one more sprint. I don't know yet whether we'll do another one after this one or not. For now, let's just do 35 minutes, chat for 5 minutes after, and then decide how we feel. But good luck, everyone. Hope you get some more productivity out of this one. And let's go. Hello, hello. How did that sprint go for you guys? That was 35 minutes. Let me hide the timer for now. I am on page 3, the end of page 3 out of 5 of this scene within this chapter. That's really complicated. That's a very complicated way to say that. I'm still in the middle of my chapter 18, but I've done a lot of progress on it. Yeah, I've done like 3 pages of it, so I'm feeling good about that progress. And I am actually deleting a lot of things that I'm now finding completely unnecessary, which is interesting because I feel like I would never have deleted these things before, and now, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like they're not that necessary anymore. So yeah, how did you guys do? What are you working on if you've just joined? And we might do one last sprint after this little break is what I'm thinking. Okay, let me check on the comments. I know that Marta left, unfortunately. The last comment I had was the cookies. And then Anna said, now I gotta clean the dishes from said cookie dough, which fair enough. And then Marta was gonna leave. She said, I'm probably gonna be in bed either on my laptop writing or asleep by the time the sprint ends. So gonna head off now. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to the sprints, and hope that you feel good about being so productive. And then Steve came back. He's still going. Movie done. Amazing. Craven was just like all the other superhero Marvel DC movies. A guy with daddy issues takes it personally. But it did have Ariana DeBose in it, which is a pleasant surprise. I actually don't think I know who that is. Ariana DeBose? Maybe I do. I just need to see. Oh, I've definitely seen her before. What have I seen her in? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I do know her, but I don't know where from. Okay. And Aaron Taylor Johnson in leather vest might be my word of the year for 2025. That's fantastic. Yeah, I feel like this sounds like a very fan service type of movie for girls and gays. And I don't even know whether straight men will enjoy that movie or not. I don't know. What do you think? Did it have enough superhero dumb shit for random superhero fans to like it, or was it just bad with good fan service? Which I'm okay with as well. I could watch this, but again, I don't think I want to pay to go to the cinema to watch a movie like that. I think I'd rather just watch it in the comfort of my home, and be able to pose whenever I want, whenever it's bad. It was a first draft of a movie, but it had potential of a role. Okay, interesting. It's 3 out of 6. Oh yes, the roll the dice is my review, I think. Very nice. And I did more writing. Amazing. Hit 40K in her book. I'm so happy for you. That's fantastic progress. Very good job. Lisa ate more lunch and then just vibed. Just vibing is good. Just vibing is good. Hi, Tara. How are you? Just joined for the first time. Well, welcome here. We're just doing some writing sprints or productivity. It can be whatever else you want. We have been going on for 2 hours and a half, so I might do one last one so I can attempt to finish the chapter I'm working on, and then we might end it there. Lisa says, I'm 9 minutes from starting my yearly challenge. I'm nervous for some reason. Oh my God, you can do it. And yes, some love and welcome for Tara. Wendy says, got a little more done. I have got to stop worrying about making it perfect. You do. Do not worry about making it perfect. What matters is just getting shit done, getting shit to happen. Medicine says, finish reading a book and marked some old reads on Storygraph. Nice. Want to finish at least 2 more books today. Oh my God, that is so much. That's just such a big goal. How are you going to achieve it? Are you reading shorter books, or like, is it so early where you are that you think it's completely doable? Because obviously it's 9 p.m. for me. So I might just be confused by that. And it depends on the size of the books. Steek says she did the prom as one of the lesbians. Okay. Have I watched the prom? That doesn't ring a bell. She was in Hamilton. Oh, maybe that's where I've seen her in. I don't know. I played Anita in West Side Story. Okay. Definitely seen the trailer for that, but I have not watched the movie. My brother, the straightest of men, had the same opinions as I. Okay, very nice. Good to know. Which means I could convince my husband to watch the movie with me, and I can just enjoy Aaron Taylor Johnson in a leather jacket or whatever it is he's wearing. It was not worth it. Yeah, that's the thing. And cinema is so expensive in the UK nowadays. So I don't know if I would want to spend, like, the only reason I would want to spend money to go to the cinema is, one, if I know the movie's like 2 hours long max. I can't do any more than that. I have a small bladder. I cannot. And two, if I can go somewhere I know is going to be super comfortable and I'm interested enough in the movie to go with a friend or with my husband. So the last movie I went to see was Beetlejuice, and that was local for us, so in our little village, and it was this brand new cinema that had just opened. It's like part of a bigger chain, but that one specifically just opened, so everything was so cozy and comfortable and brand new, and I love that. And I think that's the only way I want to watch movies from now on if I go to the cinema. Otherwise, I just don't want to. But I got to go to the movies with my brother and spend some quality time. Yeah, that is important as well. And can you really put a price on that? What's funny is I normally only go to the cinema with my brother as well. I don't like Beetlejuice is the first time I have ever gone to the cinema with my husband after 9 years of relationship, which is crazy. A leather vest with strapped sides and a half long curly hair. Thank you for the full on description. I love that. Woof. That is perfect. We now have 3 minutes of pose left. I might just use that time also to change the timer length because we're going to reduce it a little bit more. So we started with 45 minutes for the first two, and then we did 35 minutes for the last one. So I think let's just do 30 minutes. Let's just do 30 minutes for the last sprint. I think this will be our last one. So yeah, let's do that. And that way, maybe, hopefully, potentially, I could finish, at the very least, the scene I'm working in, that I know I can achieve. And maybe the scene after, which is the kiss scene, which happens right after the midpoint. So if I can finish both, then that's chapter 18 done. And that'd be so good. I just want to, yeah, that'd be really good. But yeah, I think we're going to jump into it quite soon because I don't think there's any more comments. Oh, Steve says, in fairness, if my brother hadn't asked me to join him, I'd never see the movie. Yeah, that is fair. And Wendy says, I do like seeing movies at the theater. I think it's because it's the only way I'm guaranteed not to be interrupted. Yeah, I interrupt myself a lot, to be fair. A kiss scene, yeah. It's a fun one. I do enjoy it. So I feel like it's going to go quicker because I'm not going to rewrite as much of it. I got to see the Downton Abbey movies with a friend, and we love it. I didn't even know there were Downton Abbey movies. I thought it was just a TV show. Okay, I'm clearly out of the loop on that one. Sorry. I haven't been following what's going on in the Downton Abbey universe, or the DAU, as we call it. Do we? Do we call it that? I'd love to see Wicked in theaters, but it doesn't run in my town, which that is crazy. I would expect it to run everywhere. Like, I just keep seeing stuff about that movie everywhere, is that I just assumed it was like full on international and in every city, you know? There's 2 Downton Abbey movies. That is wild. That's absolutely crazy. The gasp I gasped when I read that scene for the first time. Yes, excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully not change too much of it because there's no reason to. But I think I'm getting in my second half of the book in scenes where I want to change less and less, hopefully. So I feel like I have less to rewrite and I'm feeling better about my writing from back then. So that's a good sign, I think. And hopefully that means I go faster in those scenes. And a third one in the making. This is mental. That is just crazy. Who will stop them ever? It's like a bigger franchise than the MCU at this point. Maybe not. There's a lot of MCU movies. Okay. Last sprint. Last one. In 36 seconds. And then I think we'll stop there because we'll have been live for 3 hours after doing 3 hours with a lazy gang. So I will have been streaming for 6 hours, which is a little bit crazy. And I think that's enough for me. No, not I, that's for sure. I love the DACME. Wait, what does the C and M stand for? I thought it was Downton Abbey. Oh, movie universe, cinematic movie universe. Is that what it stands for? Okay, love this. The perfect Sunday. Oh, stream size queen. Perfect Sunday. Can I finish the scene in the sprint? You can do it. Cross your fingers for me, everyone, because I need to move forward. All right, we have started. 30 minutes now. And we are done with that last sprint. I have literally got one page left. And then I'm done with this chapter. Like I said, it was such a shorter chapter than the one I was working on before, and it is the kiss scene, and I have a lot less to correct here because I think I had reviewed it several times because to me a kissing scene, especially this type of kissing scene, that's a little bit more action. Like it's not just a kiss and that's it. Like there's a little bit of hand movement going on and stuff like that. To me, it's like really hard to balance each moment, each action, because you got to make sure it's like a fight scene. You got to make sure that each body part makes sense in the way of like this is moving there, then this is moving there. Does it still make sense? Are we following what's happening, or is it weird, etc.? So anyway, it's mostly about that. And I'm just double checking that it still makes sense as I'm rereading it. But because of that, I had done several more revisions of that scene and any fight scene. So I feel like whenever I'm into the more either kiss or fight scenes, I have less to correct, if that makes sense. So the killer chase and stuff like that, that was also a bit easier because there was a lot of actiony moments, segments that I was like double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking at the time. So again, a bit less work for me to do. So I moved quite quickly, and now I just have one last page left of this chapter, and then I am done with chapter 18 out of 30. So I'm really, really happy. How did you guys do for this last sprint? How did you do for the stream in general? Are you happy with your progress, etc., etc.? I think I last left it off here. There was a comment from Seek saying, just got a text from the county. All roads in and out are closed and we're isolated with no road access. Don't worry, this is a common affair because of heavy rain and wind and rock slides. Oh my God, that's terrible. Yes, I hope you have media entertainment with you and that you're fine. And I hope you're okay and not worried about this. I know you're saying don't worry, it's a common affair, but still. Be safe, stay safe. And yes, I agree with Anna. Time to hunker down with a good book, sounds like. Anna says, I did more writing breathing and finally tapped for the day at 1,933 words. Amazing. Don't you want to write those last 77 words just to be a 2K? That means I only have to write 1,200 words tomorrow to hit my goal, and I think it's doable. Nice. You can definitely do that. Wendy says, ha, I did it. Yay. That means I'm finally past the midpoint. Amazing, exciting. I'm so happy. I feel like everyone's been super productive and reached a lot of their goals today. So that's been a really good productive Sunday. Madison says, got 3 drinks and have been methodically going through tabs, windows to finish tasks. Very nice. Very nicely done. Again, so productive. Lisa says, my challenge started and then I did some reading. Very nice. Steek says, I also revised the kissing scene I wrote earlier today because I felt inspired. Nice. Yes. And I feel like it's not just self-indulgence when I'm revising those scenes. It's also like, oh my God, I need to make sure that everything is in the right order and that as a reader, it makes sense. It's a lot harder to do when you've been looking at it for a while. So I'm glad that I'm rereading it after all this time because now I can double check myself because I feel like when you're rereading it immediately after writing it, it's not good enough because your mind is still picturing it. So it's like everything looks fine. And then if you take a little step back and you take a break from it, then you might go back into it and be like, wait a minute, where did that left hand go? So it's always useful. He leaned in, his lips brushing Cassidy's with a tentative softness that made the world outside their room fall away. The familiar taste of his life, sweet like honey, warm and inviting, jolted through his body as Benjamin wrapped his fingers in his hair. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I want to read the whole book. This is so good. And some love for that from Anna as well. And we've got some more. And with some eye description to go with it. Hey, Benjamin said softly, his deep brown eyes swirling with a gold hue, warm like whiskey. I'm glad you did. Yes. We love a good whiskey comparison in a Western novel. I feel like it makes absolutely perfect sense. On that note, I am going to finish off this scene off stream because I literally just have the one last page. And I just don't want to start another sprint for it because it doesn't really make any sense because it's literally like one page. And I feel like 3 hours and 11 minutes down the line, it's been long enough, guys. It's been long enough. Yes, so cute. I do love it as well, Lisa. The he-herification of it all. Yeah, yeah, I love that. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for joining me on this. And I'm glad that you were there. It's been feeling very productive and I'm very happy with everything. So thank you for coming. And as usual, I'm going to be doing a cold end. We're just going to finish the stream just like that. So I'm just going to be waving you guys goodbye. And I will see you guys hopefully one more time before the end of the month. I don't have any plans so far to do solo streams, but I might do a random pop-up one at some point when I'm in Brussels. At least I'll try. On that note, goodbye. Have a lovely end to your Sunday.